When I despair, I remember that all through history the way of the truth and love have always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time they can seem invincible. But in the end, they always fall. Think of it, always.
Y'all know y'all love these quotes.
The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Sometimes it takes a good fall to really know where you stand. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence. Then success is sure. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. I have not failed, I have found 10,000 ways that won't work. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us.
And it be right there the whole time. Alright, last one, y'all.
And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it.
Thank you. All right, y'all. I hope that y'all mental is a little bit more healthy now that we have talked today. I appreciate the time that we spend together. I know I'm just talking to a camera and a screen, but if you drop in the chat, I'll be talking to you too. This has been another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Mann. Thank y'all for joining me for Healthy Mental Thursday. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow for Fun Fact Friday. Another action-packed fun. Try it again. Never know. You know, like the Marvel movies, when it be going off after the credits roll, it always be something else that happen. You never know. I might come back on and start dancing or rapping, or might be doing a backflip. I ain't gonna do a backflip; it's too small in there. But anyway, this is DGTA TV. Let me say it again. This is DGTA TV. All right, y'all. Peace. What's up? This your boy, Professor P. Now, I got one reason why I need to be accepted in the streaming university. And I got to read it from a phone, but it was well formulated. Because you need to know, and every student need to know in there, it's possible to reach your goals and live your dreams. And here, hey, come here. I'm going to show you the way.
Because when you're bored and you have the energy to do something different, nothing stands in your way of that. But to move forward, I'm still in the journey of trying to make things happen for me. But when it does work out, I will definitely let you know. And notice that I said
right.
when and not if, because I don't have room in my mind for doubt because I'm consistent. Sometimes thoughts of doubt come within the mind, but they don't stay there long because they don't feel welcome up there. There's just not enough room for them to exist if I'm constantly creating and I'm constantly doing things. There's things that I tweak, there's things and ways that I try to make things better,
Different,
but
right.
I never stop myself from the doing. Visualize
True.
that your phone will scan for devices nearby.
How much storage?
Philosopher Michel de Montaigne stated, and I quote, "The general order of things that takes care of fleas and moles also takes care of men, if they will have the same patience that fleas and moles have, to leave it to itself." End quote. According to Taoist philosophy, we can either embark on the flow of nature and navigate through life more effortlessly, or swim against the flow, expending copious amounts of energy in exchange for low returns. But how do we float along with a natural course? One of the prerequisites is patience. Patience allows us to let nature do the work for us, as we're willing to align our expectations with nature's speed. An example of using patience
Was out. Professor P here. Hey, listen, I only got one reason why I need to be accepted in the Streaming University. It's because all the students that attend need to know that they can reach their goals and live their dreams. And they can learn that in my gold farming class. Y'all check me out.
If you have to wait for it to roar out of you, then wait patiently. If it never does roar out of you, do something else.
Guess which?
So that part right there, where you say,
has
let me
a
get past
better
this commercial.
chance of getting
Where you say
into
do
an
something
Ivy League
else.
school. First, take a look at Zach.
You
He's
be
the
locked, you
valedictorian.
be focused on trying to do that thing, and it just ain't working. Maybe you do something else and then come back, and it worked.
2. Wiser, more rational decisions.
Yes, sir.
As opposed to doubt and overthinking, careful consideration before making an important decision often turns out well. The difference between doubt and overthinking and carefully considering our options is that the former is repetitive and generally doesn't lead to any substantial resolution. On the other hand, careful consideration means we weigh different options and explore possible outcomes, typically using reason and logic, but doing so requires clarity of mind. If emotions have taken us over, we tend not to make rational decisions, as we base our decision making on impulses evoked by, for example, anger or fear. If, for example, we decide to end a friendship amid a heated quarrel, there is a reasonable chance of regretting that decision.
Same decision.
Applying patience before deciding benefits our lives, as it allows us to decide from a place of clarity and peace of mind.
What's up? Professor P here. Listen, I only got one reason why I need to be accepted in the Streaming University. Because all them students need to know that they can reach their goals and achieve their dreams. And I got the resources right here in my gold farming class to teach them how to do it. Y'all go ahead. Come here. Let me show you what we talking about in here.
We let external circumstances decide how we feel. The ancient Stoics considered the latter problematic. If external events determine our emotional state, they exercise power over us. The whims of fortune decide whether or not we get angry, frustrated, or anxious. A common source of frustration for people is waiting for a train, then finding out it's delayed. And thus, they fidget around on the platform, often visibly annoyed, as the train doesn't arrive as soon as expected. Not long after, another announcement says the train is delayed even longer. As a consequence, some of the commuters get mad and start cursing, but those that are patient simply take note of the delay and wait for the train with minimal suffering. As mentioned earlier, impatience results from dissatisfaction with current circumstances. Patience, however,
suffering.
allows us
That suffering is what's getting me to focus on this message, because it's the pain, the anger, the quote of anger is pain really sticks, because it's like, I don't want to feel this way, but I feel this way.
accept these circumstances, to not let them affect our serenity. Why would we let ourselves be swayed by things we cannot control, like delayed trains, muddy water, or difficult people? Through patience, our equanimity won't be disturbed.
What's that? Professor P here. Listen, I only got one reason why I need to be accepted in the Streaming University. It's because all the students need to know that they can reach their goals and their dreams. And I got the resources in my class, gold farming, for them to do so. Hey, come here. Let me teach.
Quickly lose their motivation rather than the process itself. When the desired outcome doesn't appear as quickly as expected, one gets dissatisfied with the circumstances and becomes impatient. And if results remain absent, many people tend to stop whatever they're doing, through which these results would eventually ensue. Writer and philosopher Albert Hubbard wrote, "How many a man has thrown up his hands at a time when a little more effort, a little more patience would have
Would've got him
achieved
there."
success." End quote. If one works toward a goal while being patient regarding the results, the lack of results, at least for a reasonable period, will not be a demotivating factor. Again, patience grants us the ability to accept or tolerate delay. Another story about a farmer trying to grow a bamboo tree.
What's up? Hey, look, Professor P here. I only got one reason why I need to be accepted into Streaming University. It's because all the students that attend, y'all need to know that y'all can reach y'all goals and live y'all dreams. Y'all know how to ore farm? I know how to gold farm. Come on down to Professor P Gold Farming class. I'm gonna get you right now. I'm gonna get you right. Hey, get in there. Yeah.
For them without seeing any results. During those years, it seemed like his work was in vain and the bamboo tree would never start growing. Nevertheless, the farmer remained patient, trusted the process, and thus proceeded with his daily efforts. After 5 years of consistently watering and taking care of the seeds, the bamboo tree suddenly shot
5
up.
years.
The farmer's patience had paid off. We can compare the farmer's situation to many modern-day life examples of how
That's
patience
a long
helps us
time.
achieve long-term goals.
Hey,
For
what's up,
example, when
Zanika
investing
67?
in the stock market, it generally takes decades to see significant profits from compound interest. Also, on average, new business.
Hey, what's up? Professor P here. Listen, I only got one reason why I need to be accepted in the Streaming University. It's because all them students need to know that they can reach their goals and live their dreams. You know how to ore farm? I know how to gold farm. Come on down there to Professor P class and get some gold farming teaching. Boy, you a farmer? Ain't you a farmer? That little farmer there. Gold farming. Boy, I didn't get about it. For y'all.
Tolerance for others. We do not control the actions and will of other people, and thus those around us may do things we don't like and refuse to do what we wish them to do. Yet many people expect that others behave in ways they want, and when they don't, they experience dissatisfaction. Fights between couples often originate from one party doing or not doing something that conflicts with the other party's desire and expectation.
Trust the process.
We get impatient because we
Or
don't want
processes,
people
yes,
to
patience.
behave as they do. We want them to act differently and think differently, despite us not having a say in this matter. The ancient Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius recognized that we have no choice in regard to which people appear in our lives. We'll meet with ungrateful, deceitful, rude, ill-willed
All
people,
type of
whether we like.
Professor P here. Hey, listen. I only got one reason why I need to be accepted in the Streamer University. It's because all them students need to know, every last one need to know, that they can reach their goals and live their dreams. You know how to ore farm? I know how to gold farm. Y'all come on down there, Professor. I done mess up my whole line there. There you go.
The Hidden Power of Kindness, missionary Lawrence Lovazic stated, "The practice of patience toward one another, the overlooking of one another's defects, and the bearing of one another's burdens is the most elementary condition of all human and social activity in the family, in the professions, and in society." End quote. Patience increases tolerance towards one another, allows us to listen before we speak, be more empathic and forgiving, and be less likely to respond and react in ways we later regret. It's a habit that strengthens our overall position toward the outside world and ourselves. Impatience implies intolerance, foolishness, weakness, and suffering.
Okay.
Patience means tolerance, wisdom, strength, and equanimity. So that's why patience is power. Thank you for watching.
All of this can help us. All of this can help us to grow. All of this can help us to keep ourselves in a good way. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I be going crazy in my mind wanting to do this or do that because I'm not feeling well about a situation. Let's just put it in those words. Basically, I don't always want to react patiently. I don't always want to respond caring and loving. What's up? Hey, listen, Professor P here. I got one reason why I need to be accepted in the Streamer University. Every last student that come there, every last student that attends needs to know that they can reach their goals and live their dreams. You know how to ore farm? I know how to gold farm. Come on down there to Professor P gold farming class. Get yourself some goals and dreams. You know how it goes. That last piece, hey, I like that last piece. I'm gonna go up out of here. Yeah, get up out of here. On my fan real quick. I'm getting kind of hot, and I'm gonna be right back, y'all. Watch this show, and you really need to get that message across to your friend out there. You're in the flow state. Let's say you paying bills, and you logging into accounts, making sure you paid the right one and didn't pay it twice. You in the flow. Hey, Professor P here. Listen, I only got one reason why I need to be accepted in the Streamer University. It's because every last student down there need to know that they can reach their goals and live their dreams. You know how to ore farm? I know how to gold farm. Come on down here and harvest some of them dreams with Professor P gold farming class. That's all. That's it. That's it, baby. Watch the little fade out of the chalkboard, baby. All right, I'm back. So, like I was saying, you don't always want to be patient. All right. Now, the benefits that we just saw from this last video, I agree with him wholly. Let's look at some breathing. Focus breathing to help. Let's just look at focused breathing. Because this is another thing I do. I just
press begin. So this breathing is one of the cream practice that in the Tao practice. Okay, you activate 4 diaphragm and you activate all the energy center in the lower center and the upper center. It open. So we call embryonic breathing. So touch the navel 9 times. 9, 18, 36. And use just normal. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When you reach 9 times, exhale. Pressing down your stomach. Hold your breath. Activate your abdominal. You started to feel that something activate, so you focus on the crown, the cranial activate.